Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere Shalom goes to the elect Ak and Malheda that's pushing this truth and all four corners in truth and sincerity. Basically, I'm gonna do this this video. Basically, it was an inspiration through the spirit of Yahweh by Simeons Shah from another brother. I believe it was the brother Manigon from the DC camp. He did put up a prayer. He put up a video about a short prayer in the Hebrew. I believe it was Psalm 71. You know, it was talking about asking the Lord, a prayer for asking the Lord for help. I believe it was 71. If not, Salakia. But you know, through the spirit of Yahweh by Simeons Shah, it was an exhortation because that little small prayer, it helped me. I mean, you know, I kind of was I guess you could say I was down in the spirit. I was feeling kind of bad because of the rain and stuff yesterday at camp, and I was aching a little bit, and you know, I was trying to say the prayer. It took me a couple times of repetition to get it, you know, but instantly when I done the prayer, when I recited the prayer, and I was sincere about it, instantly through the spirit of Yahweh by Simeons Shah, those ailments instantly lifted up off of me, you know, and all through from the apostles, the elders on down to the brethren, they always say, you know, brother, it's important. Brothers need to fast and pray and fast and pray more, you know, and it's important. I mean, you know, I pray and fast, but it's obviously not enough, man. Yahweh by Simeons Shah not pleased with. He not pleased on how I was conducting that, and he showed me that I need to do more, and if I do more, those prayers, them prayers will be answered, you know. Those prayers are gonna be answered all through the scriptures. You know, you got some people they have faith, but when things don't happen expediently, they kind of lose faith a little bit, and that's what it's about, man. Having faith, having faith is long suffering, man. And we in this hell, we want to get up out of here, you know. But we gotta endure, and enduring, that's that long suffering, man. You know. But the only way you're gonna do that is you're gonna have to pray. You're gonna have to pray, and you gotta believe those prayers gonna be fulfilled, man. You gotta constantly pray for the spirit to be on you to push the videos. You gotta pray. You got constantly pray for you to be in the right spirit. You don't go off teaching off doctrine. You gotta it's consistent. You gotta consistently do it. It's like, I don't want to say an operation, but it is an operation. If you running an operation and you trying to change something on the operation, it's going to fail, man. You gotta consistently do it, you know. And the stories in the scriptures, I believe is Matthew's 4:1. Yahweh Shah, he was perfect on this earth. And he knew he was going to be tested, and he knew he was going to be afflicted. That's why he went up in those mountains, those 40 days and 40 nights, and prayed because he knew Satan was going to tempt him. You know, well, try to tempt him. When you fast for 40 days and 40 nights and pray, it's tough. Your body being afflicted. He knew his body was going to be afflicted first of all, we can't endure the affliction that Yahweh Shah endured. But we gotta try to be like that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go into the scripture. This is Matthews 4:1. Then was Yahweh by Simeons Shah led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil, you know. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungered. He was afterward and hungered. You know, so he fasted 40 days and 40 nights. This was a man who at that time didn't do no sinning, but you know, he was strong. He fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and he was hungered. You know, and he was tempted. I'm not tempted. He was tested. You know, you know. And when the tempter came, the devil, Satan, he said, "If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread." And then it goes to say, verse 4, but he answered, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out the mouth of Yahweh." You know, every man should live by all the words that Salakia. Man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh. You know, that's that bread right there. These scriptures, man. You know, that's the nourishment, man. These scriptures. But you know, I was just making an example of, you know, how he was tempted, but by him doing all that praying and fasting, those 40 days and 40 nights, he was right spiritually, you know. He knew that Yahweh had basically he knew that Yahweh had him protected. He knew that Yahweh was the Alpha and Omega, and why would he be tempted by Satan if Yahweh is the creator of all things, man? He ain't let his weakness he ain't get faint because he was hungered, man. You know, when we get these afflictions up on us, being in pain, sick or whatever, you tend to get weak, and you get weak in your la'ab, your mind or whatever, and you let a lot of stuff go, man. And this just preliminary. This is preliminary stuff that's going on, small stuff. Lord willing, if we here in a time of Jacob trouble, it's going to be a lot worse, man. It's going to be famine, pestilence. It's going to be a lot of deaths, martial law, and all that, man. If we can't pray, we can't constantly pray and ask the Lord to put the spirit on us for these small things. What you think going to happen to you in Jacob trouble, man? You gonna be weak. You ain't gonna know how to you ain't gonna have the spirit. You ain't gonna be able to Salakia. You ain't gonna have the faith to go to Yahweh Simeons Shah and ask them to protect you and guide you, man, because you're going to panic, man. This is all repetition. The Lord does everything for a reason, man. These things happen to build us up, but even if it comes from you losing your job, losing your house, your woman, or whatever, you just got to pray to Yahweh Simeons Shah that things going to be okay and know it, man. I got another scripture, Salah, yeah, I believe. And I'm going to end it on this note. I'm going into the book of Judges, you know. It's going into like Samson and Delilah. We know know, well, for those, I mean, if you're looking at this video, you should know that Samson was a strong man. You know, the Lord gave him strength. You know, he was a strong man, and he got weak because of a woman. You know, she was beautiful, whatever. He gave his strength to a woman, and he told her what his strength was, and ultimately she tricked him up. And the Palestinians, I believe it was the Palestinians, you know, they took him because he was always you know, they couldn't do anything with him. So he eventually told her his strength, and they got him. But this Judges 16:28, and Samson called on the Lord Yahweh by Simeons, and said, "Oh Yahweh, oh Lord Yahweh, remember me, I pray thee, and Salakia, I pray thee, and strengthen me. I pray thee only this once, O Yahweh, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my two eyes." Basically, he prayed to the Lord because the Lord gave him the strength, and his strength was in his hair. And he told Delilah what his strength was, and his hair was cut. Ultimately, that led him to be captured, and the Palestinians they took his eyes out. You know, and he had faith in the Lord. He knew he shouldn't have told her what his strength was, and his hair was cut off. But he prayed to the Lord to ask the Lord one more time to give him his strength back, so he can avenge them for taking out his eyes, man. And the Lord, he believed it. He believed in Yahweh by Simeons, and he gave him the strength. And basically, them ones that did those, I'm gonna read on. This verse 28. And Samson took hold of the two middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with the right hand and the other with his left. And Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines." And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the lords and upon the people that were therein. So the dead which he slew, so the dead that he slew at his death were more than they which he slew in his life. So, I mean, he slew a lot of people, but when by him believing that the Lord was going to give him the strength to avenge them for taking out his eyes, he pushed the two pillars. The Lord put the strength on him to push the two pillars, and basically the lords was them rulers of the Philistines. He destroyed all of them at one time. Along with himself, he just wanted to, you know, take them out for doing that to him. That's why, I mean, there's many other stories in the scriptures that tell you that, you know, you gotta pray without ceasing, and that's important. Having faith and praying and believing in your prayers, and it's gonna be fulfilled through the Spirit of Yahweh by Simeons is important. And I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully this video was edifying. You know, Shalom.